Hi, beautiful souls, and welcome to day 4. How did you do yesterday? Do you feel that you learned something about yourself? I'd like to give you a round of applause and say that I am so proud of you for loving yourself enough to do these affirmations and learn more about yourself every single day. And I'm really proud of you for taking steps forward to loving yourself. Ever since we were little children, the messages we received have all been recorded and stored in the filing cabinet in our core, our gut, our solar plexus, where when something doesn't feel right, that's where you're going to feel it first. I'd like to imagine that there are little messages or messengers in there, and that all our thoughts and experiences are recorded on tapes, and the messengers put them in appropriate files. For many of us, we just accumulate files that go in the not good enough section. And it is time to start to refile those in the good enough section. So we send new messages to our gut, to our solar plexus. And you say to yourself, I am willing to let go. I release blame. I am ready to forgive. Yes, forgiveness is an incredibly difficult thing. I know it. I'm still going through it. I don't believe it's the easiest thing to attain. But when we start with ourselves and we decide to forgive ourselves, it's a very good starting point, because then we can start to forgive others. I know it's a strange feeling, but I've worked so hard on forgiving myself when it came to my stepfather. I actually said to my children the other day, you know what, I actually think I'd just forgive him. It doesn't have to be that he's a better person, and it doesn't have to be that he hears that I forgive him. But I'm just at a point that, I can see that there were good things in our relationship. I don't always just focus on the bad anymore, although the bad overpowered the good. I'm just in a space now that I think, you know what, it's time we both got on with our lives. And I doubt he even thinks about what he did to me and how he treated me. He's living his own life. So for me, I forgive, and I'm moving on, and I feel a lot better. With other relationships, not so much. I'm still working on that, and that's okay, and it's okay for you too. Forgiveness is tough, but we'll get there. Now, by saying that, it's difficult to forgive, we have blocks that are kind of stopping us from that forgiveness. And it's because we've just left it there and we haven't really given ourselves the permission to work on it. And doing these affirmations, we're changing that inner dialogue, and we are changing the way we look at ourselves. And we're starting to realize that we deserve this happy and fulfilling life. And you realize that there are blocks that are preventing you from forgiving yourself for the role you played in relationships. And I think we kind of have trouble identifying these blocks because we honestly don't know what we want to let go of. We know what's not working in our life, and we know what we want to have in our life, and yet we don't know what's really holding us back. And everything in your life is a mirror of who you are. It's all the things you learned as a child, it's all your experiences. That is you. And if you can look at your experiences and determine what your beliefs are, not what other people told you your beliefs are, but actually what your beliefs are. And if you can look at the people in your life, you can see they are all mirroring their own belief of some kind or what they were taught. So, for instance, if you've been criticized at work, it's probably because you are critical and have become the parent who criticized you as a child. Yeah, we tend to do the things that were toxic and were done to us. We tend to do that to ourselves. And we tend to break ourselves down by doing those things over and over again. So I'd like you to remember that when something that's happening in your life doesn't feel comfortable for you, you have that opportunity to change it. And you can look and say, how am I contributing to this? And what is it within me that believes I deserve this? How can I change it? And how can I forgive myself and move past it and let go and move on? Your mirror work exercise for today. Stand in front of your bathroom mirror and take a deep breath. As you exhale, allow all the tension to leave your body. Look at your forehead and imagine that you are pressing a button that ejects a disc of all the old beliefs and negative thoughts that you have been playing in your head. Reach up and imagine that you are pulling this recording out of your head and throwing it away. Kind of reminds me of Bad Boys movie when Will Smith says you're going to take all of this and you're going to put it in the box and you're going to throw it in the ocean. Well, today, take out that disc, put it in a box and throw it in the ocean. Look deeply into your eyes and tell yourself, let's make a new recording of positive beliefs and affirmations. And then say these affirmations out loud. I am willing to let go. I release. I let go. I release all tension. I release all fear. I release anger. I release all guilt. I release all sadness. I let go of all old limitations and beliefs. I let go, and I am at peace. I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with the process of life. I am safe. Repeat these affirmations 2 or 3 times. I know it's a bit of a mouthful today, but yeah, give it a bash. Throughout the day, whenever any difficult thoughts arise, take out your pocket mirror and repeat the affirmations and become familiar with them so that repeating them becomes part of your daily routine. Remember that once you're in the habit for 21 days, you will likely continue with it afterwards. So this is a fabulous tool. Your journaling exercise for today. I find that most of the problems in our lives are caused by what is called the Big Four: criticism, fear, guilt, and resentment. In your journal, create 4 columns holding each one with the heading of the Big Four categories. And think about what role they play in your life. Write your thoughts and feelings in each category in the appropriate column. From step 1, take the 2 categories you wrote the most about and write down 10 positive affirmations in each category. For example, if one of the categories is resentment, you might write affirmations like, I now choose to release all hurts and resentment. The more resentment I release, the more love I have to give. Everything in our lives is a mirror of who we are. Think of the people in your life who are the most challenging for you. And what are the traits that bother you most about them? Write those down. Look at the traits that you listed in the step 3 and write down how each of these traits mirrors a belief that you have about yourself. You might also want to jot down what you have learned about yourself doing today's exercises. Remember, your thought for today. If you are not ready to let something go and you really want to hold on to it because somehow it serves you, it doesn't matter what you do, you'll not be able to let it go. However, when you are ready to let something go, it is amazing how easy it is to release it. Like I spoke about my stepfather. I struggled for so many years focusing on everything that was done to me. And that is okay because I had to work through that. But forgiveness eventually, when I was ready to, really came easy too. And yeah, just keep on working on yourself. Might not happen today, it might not happen for another few years. If you don't have the right help or you just don't want to release it yourself, it's okay. Work through it. You'll get there eventually so that you can forgive yourself. And that is the most important thing. Having that forgiveness in you so that you can have peace. It's not for others, it's only for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today on day 4. I hope you are enjoying it and that you are learning something about yourself. So until the meditation tonight and the video tomorrow morning, see you then.